All right, we're here at Pull Aparts, and I just came out. So what I did was I got the negative cable, which I may not need, but I think the connection for the negative cable I have now, I think it's good. But I also got the positive cable, which I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit. So we're gonna take it back to the car. That's a little rusted out, so we're gonna see if we can clean it up and try to get a good connection. If not, we're gonna see if we can swap out heads. I don't know. Let's see how we could do it. But hopefully, me getting positive from Pull Aparts, because I believe that's the issue. I believe the issue is with the positive cable, because with the positive cable, I had to cut that part that connects to the fuse box. I had to cut that part in order to install the new cable, and I had to buy another thing of copper wire and try to fuse those two together. But I don't know. It seemed like I did something wrong. I didn't do something correctly. Mind you, this is the very first time I'm doing a job like this, so I'm trying to show y'all from my mistakes what I did wrong, what I did right, so when y'all do the job, y'all know what to do and what not to do. So I believe with the positive cable, I believe it's a connection issue with the positive cable. And when I say connection issues, I mean with the cable part that goes into the fuse box. I think that's an issue because I don't think it's connected properly. And yeah, I believe the one that connects to the starter as well, I believe that's having connection issues. It's not allowing current to go to the starter, you know what I'm saying, to crank up. So we're gonna try to install this OEM positive cable that we got from Pull Aparts, and let's pray and hope that it works. All right, the one we purchased from Rock Auto, like I said, I believe it's the connection on this part. I believe this part right here is where the connection problem is happening at. And then I think right there kind of, got some problems. So this is the one that we're gonna send back to Pull Aparts. As you can see with this wire, I got this wire from Home Depot and kind of tried to connect it to it so I can connect it to the fuse box, but it didn't work out. So now this one from Pull Aparts, we're gonna put this one in from Pull Aparts and pray and hope that the car cranks up. You know what I'm saying? Once the car cranks up, then we'll be good. So let's pray and hope the car cranks up after I put the positive one in, because I believe the negative one is good. If I'm correct, it's like right here. I believe the negative one is good. So we're just gonna try the positive and see if that's the issue. Okay, it was a pain in the butt, but I got the one down there connected. Got that bolt back on, that nut back on. I may have to try to adjust it. Not sure yet, but I got that back on. I got this connected to the fuse box, and I got disconnected to the battery terminal. I cleaned this best I could. So now let's see if we're gonna get some power. All right, so we're back in the Torres. We're gonna stick the key in the ignition and see if it works. All right, now I'm gonna turn it. It says we have power. Now we need to see if it's gonna crank up. Nope. So that means something's not connected correctly. Alright, it just cranked up, but I have a feeling that the cable on the bottom on the starter, I have a feeling I need to connect that better. I need to push it towards more. I need to push it towards the back more, you know, like push it in more and just do a little tweaking, you know. So I'm gonna do that now and hopefully we good. All right, so what I did is I tightened this nut right here that's connected to the starter, which is the positive cable. I tighten it as tight as it could get because I'm trying to get, you know, the maximum connection as possible. So this positive connection, like I said, I got it from Pull Aparts, a junkyard. So I'm gonna have to request to send the new one that I got from Rock Auto. I'm gonna have to submit the request to return the 2 new cables because it didn't come, you know, the complete kit. Well, the negative side is good. The negative side is good, but the positive ain't. So I'm gonna have to return something. All right, so now let's connect the batteries and let's see if, you know, if it starts. Let's see if I did a good job, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I just tightened up. What I did was push that positive cable all the way to the back, you know, because it'd be acting stubborn like I don't want to go all the way to the back touching the starter itself. So I kind of had to wiggle it and push it all the way to the back to where it can touch the starter and have full connection to the starter, you know. And then I put the 13mm nut in there. I tried other nuts, but the 13mm nut seems to be the best one that did the job for me. So let's see if we get any power and if it cranks. We got power and we heard the fuel pump. Now let's see. Cranks right up. She fires right up. She's alive. So now it's recommended to let the car idle for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we're gonna let the car idle for about 10-15 minutes. And while that's going on, I'm going to take the jack and jack stand off of the car and basically, you know, put the car back down to the ground. So we're gonna let it idle. Remember, I also put a brand new throttle body in here. So we have a brand new negative cable for the battery, and we have a used positive cable from Pull Aparts. So I had to do it that way because, like I said, the new ones that I got, you know, it didn't come with the complete kit, or there probably is a correct way to do it and I didn't do it or don't know how to do it. But yeah, that's what we did. I'm showing y'all. I'm gonna let it idle for 10-15 minutes and see what it do. But while it's idling, I'm, like I said, I'm gonna put the jack back on the floor. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and here's how the car's idling. It's bouncing up and down. So the problem has not been fixed, somewhat, sort of, but that's kind of sort of the steps to installing battery cables on a Ford Taurus. It's just with me, for some reason, you know, there's always an issue, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something. Like I said, I ordered brand new cables from Rock Auto and they sent me an incomplete kit. or they sent me a kit that I have no idea how to put together. I tried, but I failed. So I'm going to try to contact my my mechanic friend and see if he can help out. The good news is, car does crank up, you know, even though it's idling a little bit low, but she does crank up. So I'm gonna drive it, and we're going to see how she acts when well, let's try it now. I'm gonna turn the wheel all the way to the left. I'm gonna turn it all the way to the right. So we're halfway there. The negative cable is good. Now we just we need to try to figure out the positive cable. How to get new ones, how to get good ones, how to get a complete one, you know, and then put that on. So yeah, 074 Taurus, road to recovery.